Okay, today I'm gonna explain two tools that we've currently got on offer, and when you use them together, they're very powerful with your trading. Okay, this is the risk and reward and the support and resistance alert tools or trading tools. If you want to find the tools, just go to our website, click algo.com, go under software, best paid cTrader indicators, and you'll find this under there. If you want to download a trial, just click on this button here. It will allow you to download a trial. The actual product page gives you all the information you need. These buttons take you to other product pages to tell you this tool in more detail. So if you click on this, it will go to another page and it will tell you all about the risk and reward tool in much more detail. And also it's got videos and everything at the bottom. Okay, so everything you need to get started is in these product pages. But I'm going to show you a video of how to use these two tools together. Okay, so on the chart here you can see support and resistance zones. Now there's a very strong support zone down here near a target, so if anybody's got shorts open, you really want to be closing it somewhere around here. And if you want to open up a buy, you really want to also be opening a buy around here. So we're going to use the risk and reward tool to actually open a buy limit order, okay, a pending order, when the price gets to around here. So if I open up the tool and make sure I've got market, I'm going to go to limit order. It's going to be a buy I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to set the stop loss to be just outside this zone. I'm going to set my take profit to be right up here below this zone up here, this resistance zone. It's quite a strong one, reasonable. So I'm going to put it about there. Now I'm going to put my entry price to be around about here as soon as it starts going into this zone. So if you look at this trade setup, I've got a stop loss which is outside the support zone and outside the target. There's a probability that the price will carry on going down and stop me out. But if it doesn't and it retraces, there isn't a huge amount of structure between the entry price and all the way up here. And you can see there's a risk and reward ratio of 7.77 to 1. That's very good, okay? So that would have been 112 pips. Profit would have been nearly 80 euros. Now, if you look at the loss here, it's 10 euros. Now, the reason it's only 10 euros is if I go into settings, I've set my fixed cash risk for 10 euros. So no matter where I reposition the stop loss, it will always be around 10 euros. Okay, it readjusts the position size so that it auto calculates the stop loss. So it's really useful because I can say, okay, I want to enter a trade. I don't want to lose more than 10 euros on this trade. And no matter where you configure your trade setup, it's always going to be 10 euros. And that's very useful. So my profit's going to be 109 euros. So this is a pretty good trade setup. And this is a good example of showing you how to use the tool. This is just for a limit order, but you can also use it for market orders, stop orders. You can go long or short, and you can have a long and a short on the chart at the same time. Okay, I'll bring the short on the window, so you could also have a secondary trade set up here as a limit order. You can have two, which makes it very powerful actually. So that is the trade setup I wanted to show you on here. Please watch the other videos because they'll explain in more detail about the risk management that we've got configured into this robot. So you can select like a percentage of your capital, of your equity. So you only want to risk per trade 1.1% or 0.2% or anything like that, or a fixed cash risk. So have a play around with this tool. You can download it from our website. Like I said, it's got a free trial version as well. And if I was to enter this order now, I just click on this button here, and it's created a buy limit order. But the only reason you can't see it is because I'm not showing it on the chart. So if I just go into viewing options and click on orders, and now you can see the pending limit order has been placed on the chart. And I've got the stop loss there, which is £10, a loss of 10 euros 24, which is the same as that, and the take profit, so it's in the same place. Now, again, you can readjust this once it's open. So the pending stop order is not actually open yet, sorry, it's just being submitted, ready to be filled. So I can readjust it. I can readjust the stop loss. Wherever I put the stop loss, the actual position size gets readjusted. So I've got 10 euros risk. Always stays the same, okay? You can also, let me just move that out of the way. let me move the stop loss down. You can also move the entry price anywhere you want in there. So you can submit the pending limit order, okay? Now, as the price changes, as you're watching it, you can always readjust your entry price anywhere you want, okay? And then just readjust your stop loss or anything like that. But the idea is you find yourself the perfect trade setup, and you stick to it, okay? Now, I would advise just doing one position at a time. If you're new to trading, I would use these two tools together, and I would become very fluent with it, become an expert at using these this type of trading, finding perfect setups. Once you get used to it and you find the perfect setup and you get more familiar with it and you've taken your losses and you've gone through the learning curve, you should start getting bigger winners and smaller losers and start making money out of this industry. Okay, cheers.